South Africa, a name that at first glance seems straightforward and obvious. But delving deeper, we discover that its origins are anything but simple, revealing a rich tapestry of history. Initially, the term South Africa served merely as a geographic label, denoting the continent's southernmost tip. However, the narrative woven behind this name is richly layered with tales of ambition, exploration, and a profound sense of hope for the future. As we journey back to the late 1400s, we encounter Portuguese explorers, figures like Bartolomeu Dias, who bravely ventured into uncharted waters, driven by the desire to discover new and lucrative trade routes to the east. Dias initially christened the formidable rocky peninsula he successfully rounded as the Cape of Storms, a testament to the treacherous conditions. But his king, recognizing the immense potential this discovery held, wisely renamed it the Cape of Good Hope, a far more optimistic and inviting title. This strategic renaming effectively transformed a place once associated with peril and uncertainty into a powerful symbol of promise and opportunity, thereby fueling further exploration and solidifying its place in maritime history. The Cape soon became a highly sought-after beacon, attracting the attention of various European powers and ultimately setting the stage for centuries of profound and transformative change in the region. The name South Africa, as we know it today, would eventually emerge and evolve from this complex interplay of geographical significance, ambitious endeavors, and unwavering optimism. It's a story that transcends mere geographical location. It's about the very essence of what this nation has grown to represent on the world stage. The journey encapsulated within this name is a compelling narrative of hope, resilience, profound transformation, and the forging of a unique national identity. For over a century, the Cape of Good Hope served primarily as a navigational landmark, a crucial stopover point for Portuguese ships navigating the treacherous waters around Africa. These ships, laden with spices and treasures from the east, would often seek refuge and resupply here. Everything changed dramatically in 1652, when the Dutch East India Company, recognizing the strategic importance of the Cape, established a refreshment station at Table Bay. What began as a simple outpost, intended to provide fresh produce and water to passing ships, gradually grew into a permanent settlement, attracting more and more Dutch settlers seeking new opportunities. This led to the arrival of Dutch farmers, Boers, who began spreading across the land, establishing farms and expanding their territory. This expansion inevitably led to conflict with the indigenous Khoikhoi people, who had inhabited the land for centuries. This clash of cultures also fostered the birth of a new culture and a unique language, Afrikaans, a blend of Dutch and other influences. By the late 1700s, the British, recognizing its global importance, seized the Cape from the Dutch. They were primarily drawn by its strategic value as a vital trade route and naval base. British rule brought with it new laws and administrative systems, the imposition of the English language in education and governance, and the eventual abolition of slavery, a move that had profound social and economic consequences. These changes inevitably led to clashes with the Boers, who resented British rule and ultimately setting the stage for future conflict in a deeply divided society. The region's identity was now indelibly shaped by both Dutch and British legacies, a complex tapestry of cultures and histories. The 1800s witnessed a dramatic clash as British and Boer interests began to collide head-on, setting the stage for decades of conflict. This collision led to a series of bitter wars and the creation of a patchwork of colonies and independent republics, each vying for control and influence across the land. Then, the discovery of diamonds and gold beneath South African soil dramatically intensified the struggle for power and resources, attracting prospectors and empires alike. This ultimately culminated in British victory after the protracted and devastating Anglo-Boer Wars. In 1910, a significant turning point arrived. 4 distinct colonies, each with its own history and identity, united. They came together to form the Union of South Africa, a new entity on the world stage. This union was established as a dominion within the vast British Empire, marking a new chapter in the region's complex history. The name South Africa was carefully chosen for its simple geographic clarity, with the intention of uniting these diverse territories under a single unifying banner. It was a name that symbolized an aspiration to transcend the old divisions and rivalries of the past, even though deep-seated inequalities and injustices unfortunately remained a stark reality. South Africa officially became the recognized name, firmly marking the country's place and identity on the world map for generations to come. The name was intended to signal unity and a shared future, but the reality on the ground was still fraught with social and political tension. The journey toward forging a true and inclusive national identity for all South Africans was indeed far from over. For decades, South Africa was synonymous with apartheid and division, but in 1994, the country was reborn through its first democratic elections. Instead of changing its name, South Africa chose to reclaim it, infusing it with new meaning. The name now stands for a vibrant multicultural democracy, a rainbow nation united in diversity. It's a testament to transformation, forgiveness, and the power of shared identity. Today, South Africa is more than a point on a map. It's a symbol of hope and resilience. The country's name tells a story of struggle, change, and unity. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more. What does the name South Africa mean to you? Let us know below.